What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the Real Madrid preview to Real Madrid versus Real Betis, or Real Betis versus Real Madrid. Sorry. Yeah, this game is going to be very interesting, really. Because Real Betis should be a team fighting in the top six. They're currently seventh, so I would say that they're probably closer to the top six than to mid-table, to be fair. But it shouldn't be, too difficult of a game. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that compared to any of the other top four teams, you know, Real Betis are not in that zone right now. At least they haven't been. Um, of course, this is an away game, so it is an advantage to Real Betis. But I still think that we should be going away and getting the job done, and we have proven it this season with our away form. Cadiz last time out, um, Barcelona, Sevilla, we got a draw, but okay, let's talk about wins. Even even if it's just away wins, Cadiz, Barcelona, Girona, Celta Vigo, Almeria, and Athletic Club Bilbao. That's 5 away wins there that I've just talked about. So we should be able to get this job done. Let's talk about Real Betis and how they come into this game, what their form is like, how they've been playing. Now, I believe, if I am not wrong, um, they've got a decent squad. Um, they're led by, of course, Manuel Pellegrini, but so far they are seventh, and they haven't really been consistent enough, I would say. Yesterday, they drew Almeria away from home against a team that are at the bottom of the table. They won against Las Palmas, they drew Sevilla, they beat Mallorca, they beat Osasuna, they drew Getafe, they drew Alaves, they beat Valencia, they drew Granada, they drew Cadiz. They were smashed 5-0 by Barcelona. They beat Rayo Vallecano and they lost to Athletic Club Bilbao. They drew Atletico Madrid, and they beat Villarreal. So I look at those games and I go, their away form is terrible, but this is not an away match for them. This is an away match for us. And Atletico Madrid went there to Real Betis and got a 0-0 draw. But overall, at home for Real Betis, they seem to either get wins or draws. I don't think they've lost a home match this season at all. And that is gonna be interesting if that changes, really. It should, but let's see. They've got some notable players in their team. Of course, Isco, Isco Disco. Fakir might be injured. They've got Abde from Barcelona, I think, on loan. Um, they've got a few players, William Jose, Marc Roca, Ayoze Perez. But even Socrates plays for Real Betis now. But realistically, you can tell that their squad isn't the top 4 best, isn't really the top 6 best. 7th is just about right in the table for them. Now Real Madrid coming to this game, coming with great form. Last 2 games, Rodrigo scoring 7 goals in 5 games. Brahim Diaz getting in the act as well. Jose Lu needs to be more consistent, let's be honest. Jude Bellingham didn't score last game. What a shock. He must be a flop then. Yeah, I'm only joking. But let's hope that he doesn't let his frustrations get the better out of him this game. He was tired. He was very frustrated. And a part of me kind of want to say you might want to rest him. But I don't really know who would play. Could it be Dani Ceballos? It could. And then, yeah, who knows? But like I said, Real Madrid coming to this with good form. The last time we lost was all the way against Atletico Madrid. We haven't lost since then. We have had a few draws, in La Liga. We have drawn recently against Rayo Vallecano, but apart from that, it's been a good season so far. Top of the table right now. It is a time right now to go away and get the win, because you look at our next few games, right? In La Liga, it's away against Betis, it's at home against Villarreal, it's away against Alaves, and it's at home against Mallorca. The next 4 games, right? Before we have the Super Cup against Atletico Madrid. The next 4 La Liga games should be winnable. It should be 12 points from 12. It's winnable. Like, Real Betis away, yes, they're a good side, but we should be beating them. Villarreal at home, they are not consistent this season. Villarreal, they've fallen off. Really, they're down in 12th. We should be winning. Alaves away, they are 13th at the moment. And what was our other game? It was Mallorca at home, they're 16th. So 2 of our next 4 opponents are in the bottom half of the table, and one of them are 7th. It should be winnable. We are top right now, right? We're gonna be in the top 3, top 2, right, for the next course of the whole season right now. We should be able to get the job done. But we said that against Sevilla. We said that against Rayo Vallecano. So we can't really be guaranteed that we'll get the job done. But again, we did also say against Cadiz. We did also say against Granada. And we did also get it. So let's just see what will happen. But my starting 11. Kepa seems to be starting to train again. But I wouldn't rush him. I don't think there's a need to rush him straight away. He will get game time. I mean, Kepa is the main keeper at the moment with Courtois out. So I would play Lulin. And let's be honest, he got a clean sheet against Granada. The games that he has played recently, he got a clean sheet against Granada, a clean sheet against Cadiz, clean sheet against Braga, clean sheet against Rayo Vallecano. He's getting clean sheets, and that is good for him, and his confidence, and showing that he has done pretty well. The back 4 pretty much unchanged from the last game. I have changed it. I have changed Mendy because every time I go in front Garcia, he doesn't play. So I think Mendy will. And then you'll be this typical Alaba, Rudiger, Carvajal to wrap up the back 5. Midfield pretty much the same for the last game as well. Toni Kroos as a kind of slightly deeper player. Fede Valverde and Jude Bellingham to move back into, I want to say, when you go forward, a left centre mid, but when you defend, a left mid, a left winger, because when we defend, it's Brahim Diaz who moves to the right, and it's probably Valverde and Kroos in the middle, with Bellingham moving to the left. That's kind of the shape we play, at least when we were defending against Granada. Front 3 will be Brahim Diaz, scored a goal. This is the opportunity for him to get more games, because Vinicius will come back eventually. And when Vinicius come back, and when Tchouaméni come back, and when Camavinga come back, and when Luka Modric come back, there's not many positions and game time available for him, because then Bellingham will move to his position right now, and then we'll get a midfielder back, and we'll get another attacker back to compete. So it's not really in favour of him when those players come back. But as of now, Brahim Diaz starts. And the front 2, Rodrigo, great form. Like I said, 7 goals in 5 games, starts definitely. And Joselu is the only other option really. We have to play him. Let's just hope that he can kind of get his form back, get his good form back. And the problem with Joselu, I would say, is when the chance falls for him, he doesn't really take it. And that is the problem here, because against Napoli, he had 6 chances and he took it. But again, that's because he had 6. Not all the games he's going to have 6. In a game like Real Betis, he might only have 1 chance and he has to take it. He's not clinical enough in front of goal. But I will still play him, and I'll still stand by him, and I'll still support him as we should. Now, score prediction. I'm gonna go 2-1 Real Madrid. I think it's going away. It's not going to be a 4-0 win. It's away from home. It's not going to be easy. I do see Real Betis scoring, but yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the ring state, subscribe, turn the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.